السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. صباح الخير جميعا. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you on behalf of Arab Advisors Group and our parent company, the Arab Jordan Investment Bank, to the second Electronic and Mobile Payments in the Arab World Conference. Our sincere gratitude goes to Her Royal Highness Princess Sumaya bint Al Hassan, Chairman of Board of Trustees and President of the Royal Scientific Society, for her continuous support and patronage of the conference and for her vital efforts in advancing Jordan's ICT sector, of which digital payments is becoming an important part. Today, we convene in Amman to discuss the future of the regional payments ecosystem. In particular, we will be looking at the role of banks, payment networks, regulators, and telcos, and how these are shaping the different ways payments are being fulfilled electronically and using handheld devices. The significance of a well-structured, accessible, and affordable payment system cannot be overstated. In a sense, payments are what keeps the world working. They are primary to our markets and contribute directly to the prosperity and stability of our economies. Simply put, without these payments, the exchange of goods and services would not happen. Equally important and integral are electronic and mobile payment systems. Compared to their old world counterparts, these paperless and cashless systems offer a wide spectrum of direct and indirect benefits, including reduced transaction cost, increased compliance, greater money circulation, and, in actual fact, enhanced security. We've structured our panels and presentation today to address the most pertinent issues in this fast-developing industries. Systems interoperability and cash-to-cashless migration will come under scrutiny during our morning sessions. The afternoon sessions will take a closer look at the regulatory framework governing electronic and mobile payments, in addition to the role the industry plays in promoting economic and financial inclusion in our markets. Markets where archaic cash transactions still account for the larger part of business. Moreover, our breakout panel will look into the world of crowd platforms and how these new business models are tapping into a $200 billion market by changing the way SMEs source and access finance. Today's event also comes at an opportune juncture for Arab Advisors Group as we expand our range of market research and consulting services to include the financial service providers industry, with a strategic research offering parallel to our existing telecom and media coverage. Please allow me to thank our conference sponsors for their support and trust, the Arab Jordan Investment Bank and Cairo Amman Bank. Allow me also to thank other supporters of the event, including the Central Bank of Jordan, the Association of Banks in Jordan, the Smart Payment Association, Intaj, Aramex, our recruitment partner, Akhtabut, SMS provider Sequence, and PR partner, iJordan. Your presence today, alongside the support of global, regional, and Jordanian companies and organizations, is a testament to the position of today's event as a landmark conference in the region. Thank you for being here today, and we hope you enjoy a beneficial and constructive event. Ahlan wa sahlan. I'd like to invite Mr. Jawad Abbassi, head of GSMA in the MENA region, for his presentation.
Good morning. Wearing a different hat this year. As you may know, I've joined the GSMA as head of the MENA region 6 months ago after 15 great years in Arab Advisors. I still have my ownership in the company, 45%, so I thank the sponsors for the dividends check this year. The GSMA basically is the association that represents the interests of the mobile sector, 800 mobile operators globally. And we have an office in Dubai as part of 12 offices globally. We also represent in our members around 250 technology vendors, including all global vendor players in the GSMA space and the cellular space. The purpose of the mobile industry is connecting everyone and everything to a better future, because The mobile platform remains the primary source for connectivity in the world. In an era of declining fixed lines, there are still massive growth in the cellular subscriptions, connecting people for the first time. So that's the everyone part. And the everything part is also the fact that 4G platforms and mobile broadband networks, as well as the upcoming 5G standard, the ultra-high, very low latency 5G standards will also be the bedrock upon which the Internet of Things will happen. And that will, of course, hopefully give a better future for everybody. All expectations look at 50 billion connections of machines by 2020. Again, this is a brief slide about the GSMA. We were founded in 1987. Again, we represent the interests of 800 mobile operators, and we're the primary focus through which the mobile industry talks to regulators, policymakers, and governments in shaping the future of the industry. This is a global look at the mobile economy by beginning 2016, end of 2015. There were 4.7 billion unique subscribers using 7.3 billion connections to the mobile networks. It's expected to reach 8.9 billion connections, serving 5.6 billion unique subscribers. And mobile broadband are expected to constitute 71% of total subscriptions by 2020. The global penetration rate is around 63%. So 63% of every living person in the world has a cellular connection, expected to rise to 72%, underlining again how important the mobile platform is for connectivity globally. Operator revenues exceeded $1.1 trillion in 2015 and expected to grow at a small rate of 1.9% to reach $1.2 trillion by end of 2020. The industry has a massive contribution to public funding, almost 430 billion in tax revenues to governments globally by the mobile platform and the mobile operators, and it directly employs 17 million people, in addition to around 16 million indirect employment opportunities arising from the mobile platform. 4G networks are now available in 151 countries across the world, and there are 1.9 billion mobile money services available to 1.9 billion people globally. Contribution to GDP is around 4.2% at 3.7 trillion by end of 2020. The industry is also fully aligned with the UN global goals, the 17 global goals catering to ending poverty, sustainable energy, ending hunger, education, gender equality, and so on. I will not list the 17. It looks like an eye exam, actually, with a small font. With all the success of the mobile platform, we still have 2.5 billion people without access to mobile internet, around 2 billion people without access to a phone. Mobile money, we still have around 1.4 billion people globally without access to a bank account, and a very disturbing situation of almost 1 billion people globally without any form of official documentation. Almost 1 billion people without a birth certificate or a driver's license or an official ID or a passport. And that's where we believe the mobile platform and the mobile operators can really be of help in bridging these gaps. A focus now on the mobile economy in the Arab states. That's about 18 Arab states. When I joined, I told them that actually there are 22 Arab states in the Arab League, so the next report will include the 22 Arab states, but this is focused on the 18 countries that were covered. 199 unique subscribers using 406 million connections, expected to reach 233 million subscribers using 501 million connections by 2020. Contribution to GDP is very solid 4%. And in total, Arab mobile operators contributed over $12 billion in 2014 to government treasuries and in tax revenues. And their total revenues, almost $50 billion. Now, the issue of our conference here is mobile payments. So we'll have a focus on two main technologies that the GSMA is fully behind and that the GSMA members are fully active in. These are mobile money, which I'm going to address now, and mobile connect, which will come after 4 or 5 slides. Mobile money is expanding very healthily globally. There are 271 services in 93 countries, and a very good indication that mobile money is available in 85% of the markets, where less than 20% of the population has access to a formal financial institution. So that's where the importance of mobile money and mobile payments in delivering financial inclusion to the low-income and poor segments of the societies. Globally, there were 411 million mobile money registered accounts, of which 134, almost a bit more than a third, active accounts. And just in December, in 1 month, the mobile money industry processed over 1 billion transactions. There are regions that are growing, including the Arab world. West Africa, for example, 60% growth in active agents, and it's 2 times faster than any other region. And in South Asia, there is 47% growth in accounts opened in mobile money. By the way, I'm going to have my email, my new email, at the last slide, so you can email me and I can send you the slides with all the numbers. A focus on the Arab world. We have a situation where almost 2/3 of the women in the Arab states do not have access to formal financial services, but still mobile money is growing, even though it's available in Iran, available in the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Tunisia. It was available in Jordan, Sudan, and Morocco, but then some tweaks on the regulatory system will make it available again. But basically, it started, it paused, and it will start again very soon. So still, we have quite a bit of countries that do not have mobile money services. And with the limited number of mobile money, we have 42 million mobile money accounts in the Arab world, growth by 10% in 1 month. And 25% of the customers are active customers.